Hello and welcome to Jordan Recommends. During the 90s, a certain type of cartoon hit the peak of its popularity, and that was the educational and informative cartoon, which really hit its peak in the mid to late 90s to early 2000s. Shows that strive to teach their audience about math, science, history, geography, and other subjects. And life lessons like the importance of responsibility and telling the truth. Shows like Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, The Magic School Bus, and it's the show I'm going to talk to you about today. And that is The Country Mouse and City Mouse Adventures, about two mice that live at the turn of the century and travel around the world visiting their cousins, learning about history and learning about other cultures, as well as helping people in need and meeting great historical figures. One of the hardest things to pull off in cartoons is creating a show that is both educational as well as entertaining, and that actually makes you want to learn about the things they're telling you. And you may even go out of your way to search things up yourself. And now, the character roll call. First up is Alexander, who's the city mouse. He usually wears a blue suit and a blue bowler hat. And it's generally, he's the more serious of the two, though Alexander does get a good amount of witty banter, which usually comes in the form of sarcasm or witty one-liners, and tends to have a very I'll believe it when I see it type of attitude. And it is implied that he is very educated due to the fact that he tends to know quite a bit about the different cultures that they go to. Like in the one episode when they go to Africa, he figures out what the villain of the episode is up to. He is also usually the victim of slapstick as well. A lot of episodes start with them arriving in the country of the episode, and he also has a penchant for complaining as well. And if the episode has a predator in it, he's usually the first one to be chased. And the next character is Emily. She's the country mouse, and is usually dressed in a red and white dress with a yellow bonnet. And due to her country background, she's more accepting of the different cultures, myths, and legends. Even though Alexander may be more book smart than Emily, Emily's usually the one who comes up with the plans, and is very good at thinking on the fly, often being the one to get them out of trouble. Emily is also very kind as well. And the next one on the character roll call is the recurring villain of the show, which is No Tail No Goodnick, who's a rat with a fake tail, who Alexander and Emily often stumble upon his schemes, and is described as the biggest rat thief in the world, and is a big reason why Alexander has a real distrust for rats. Oftentimes there will be a treasure that both Emily, Alexander, their cousin, and their human companion will be after, which also happens to be the same treasure that No Tail No Goodnick is trying to steal. He'll often try to use dirty tricks and disguises to throw them off the trail or to try to take them out. No Tail is a schemer, often manipulating others to further his own ends. And his running joke is that he has a fake tail, which often falls off, and that's usually the way how Emily and Alexander catch on to his scheme. The rest of the characters are mainly one-shots, because each episode they'll go to a different country and they'll meet their cousin from that country, as well as a human child character, which will usually set up the plot for that episode, as well as show the culture from the episode as well. and the mice will help the child character solve whatever problem they're having. In one episode, they go to Switzerland and help a girl's family win a chocolate making competition, as well as stopping two thieves who had pretty much robbed the city blind and were planning to escape. And in another episode, they stop a rat from vandalizing works of art at the Louvre when they go to Paris. The show was made by Cinar, and Cinar has a knack of liking to use the same voice actors in their various shows. So anyone who's seen a Cinar show before will probably recognize a number of the voices. A number of the voice actors from Arthur are in a few episodes. Particularly the episode when they go to Canada. The show ran from 1998 to 2000 and had a total of 3 seasons. The show has yet to get a full DVD release. It has only had a series of single DVD releases with a few episodes included on each one. And they're all out of order as well. The first season of the Country Mouse and City Mouse Adventures is available on Netflix for streaming. Hopefully they'll add the other 2 seasons. There are very few shows that are both educational and entertaining, since the series is set up like an adventure show, very much in the style of Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers and Geronimo Stilton. Educational stuff is set through exposition, which will usually come around and help them save the day in the end. It has solid voice acting, a catchy opening theme, good animation, and it is a fun mystery/adventure show. Well, this has been Jordan Recommends. Till next time, see ya.